Hello everyone, this is Lokesh from Informatica Global Customer Support, and today we will be discussing about glossary description generation and technical asset name and description generation, which has been added as a part of CDGC April release 2025. So the agenda of today's demo would be to see how glossary description generation can be done and technical asset name and description generation as well. When a user is creating a glossary and they want to add some descriptions to the glossary using AI, so this feature has been added currently as part of this release where users would be able to generate AI description based on the generic industry norms. This functionality currently applies to all the glossary entries that are like domain, subdomain, business term, and metric. And in this case, user needs to create or update their name, and the system can generate the definition or the description based on the name provided by the user. So for definition generation, the system should consider asset types such as domain, subdomain, business term, and metric, parent asset type of the asset for which you are trying to create the description, its name, and possibly if there is a description that will also considered into account. And if there are any other related assets, it will also include their type and name while creating a description, and the industry set for the generation. So if you see, we have some default industry provided here in this option under the industry option. As of now, it is selected here as generic, but there are multiple options that you can select along with the text length, which can be either long and short, which is dependent on how lengthy or how short your description you want to create. So you will be able to create a description once you try to create a new business term or update it. In the description section, you will see a Thunderbolt icon like below. And on clicking on it, you would be able to create some AI-based descriptions. So yeah, if you see here, these are the standard industry norms that we have added, like banking, customer packaging, good construction, and based on your requirement, you can select the industry and generate the descriptions. So yeah, here as well, if you see the text length, if you have selected long, it generates like a paragraph of description, and you can read it like it says here. Account data refers to the collection of information about a customer's account and the other details based on the name that you have provided. You can also edit the AI based generated description as well, and along with it, we allow you to do the retry of the description generation 5 times. We'll see this further in the demo. So let's quickly have a demo for glossary description generation before going to the technical descriptions. Okay, so let's try to create a business glossary and generate its description. So once we click new, as discussed, these are the 4 business glossary types where we will be able to generate the description, that is business term, domain, metric, subdomain. So yeah, let's try to create a business term. Let me provide a name like account number. And as you see, these are the 2 new options that we will be showing. So this Thunderbolt icon is basically the generate button, and this drop down, it will have the options for the industries that you have, all the different kind of standard industries, and as well as the text length that you want to generate. If you want to generate a short crisp description, you can select on short. If you want a lengthy one, you can select on long. So let me select this as industry as banking for the account number, business term, and text length as short, and we'll click on the generate button here. So as you see, the description box also for the AI generated ones, see, looks like an animated box, and it creates a description based on the name. If you want to generate a new one, as if you are not satisfied with the current one, you can click on the Thunderbolt icon, it will again refresh it. And as well as on the same way, you can edit here as well and save it. Yeah, here if you see, you will see that 2 times we have generated, and as discussed, we'll allow it generation of maximum 5 times. So let's try to check the long text length, and generate it once more. So as you see, this now creates a lengthy and a long description. So let me click this once again. So, so yeah, if you see it has generated 4 times, let me generate it one more time. So yeah, now you can see the buttons would be disabled since we have already generated it 5 times, and that's the limit that has been added. But yeah, if you can scroll back to all the 5 generated descriptions using the arrow buttons and create with the one that is suitable for you. So let's try to create this business term. So yeah, as you see, a new business term is created with the description that you have generated via AI. And similar way, you would be able to generate it for the existing business terms via the edit button. So let's click on it. You can see the generate option is available here. And same way, let's try to generate it. And again, you would be able to do some edits as well. And you should be able to save as well here. So yeah. So similar way, if you generate 5 times from here as well, this will be disabled. So let me show you that as well. One more. So yeah, after 5 times it will be disabled. You can navigate to all the 5 generated ones and click on save. So if you don't like in the 5 times the generation is as per your needs, you can save it once and again click on the edit button. It will be reset, and again for more 5 times you will be able to do the same as well. Yeah. Okay. So that was for the business term or the glossary description generation. So now let's go to the technical asset name and description. The technical asset name and description generation, the key features are you can automatically generate business names and description for various data sets of the technical asset type. So the asset considered here for description generation are table, view column, file, field report. And let's see some factors in description generation. Asset considerations. For the technical assets, its asset name and its technical description would also be taken into account if it is present any, and if it has any parent asset type, its name and description will also be considered while generating a AI description. And we also use the existing business name for description generation, along with it will match the glossary entries for the description as recommendations. And as already discussed, the industry influence or the industry context would also be available here for the technical descriptions as well to enhance the quality based on the requirements. So yeah, similar way as we saw in business description, here also we will have a industry selection option which will provide users the option to select their industry for more relevant description, and also users will be allowed to edit the generated names and description for the organization relevance. And additional user options that are part of the technical assets are like user can specify the level of details for descriptions, along with glossary integration where user with proper appropriate roles can create a glossary with the generated name and description as well. And for technical assets also we will be able to bulk description generation can be done. So basically it is the ability to generate description for all the dataset elements that are part of it. So let's quickly jump into the demo for the same. Okay, so here I have already opened one of the columns and we'll see first how we can generate a business name using a method. So here as you see there is already an existing glossary with its business name already present. So and the column name is email. So we'll click on the edit button here, and you see this dialog box has now completely changed. Earlier, this dialog box had three options. That was either you can type your business name or select the business name from the existing glossaries, and the third one was select it from one of the accepted glossaries. So now you will have option like select from accepted glossary as one of the options, and the other one would be type or use clear to generate business name. So here you can type your own name as well if you want, and if you want clear to generate as well, you can do it from here as well. So here also you will have the same drop down, but in the text generation options for the name you will only have the industry norms as well, but no length option would be present here, only the industry norms will be here. So let me click here for now generic industry and try to generate one. As you see, it generates a type as email, and same way the box is highlighted completely with the animated one as in we saw. So if you try to generate here, and you can generate this infinite number of times, there is no limit here present as well. And yeah, as you see here for the column email, it's generating email only. So this is, it says multiple times email as well, so it says that this is the best option for your business name. Let's try to change some industry and see if anything gets changed. Yep, so this is the best option for us in this case. So let's save it and we'll generate a business name here. Yeah, as you say, the email business name is already generated here as per our norms. And yeah, this is one of the methods how we can do it. So in the similar way, if you want to create a description, same way we can come to here, edit, click on the bolt icon, you will be able to create a description here. So here the description would be created based on the business name, because if already a business name is present, the description will take business name as the preference. But if there is no business name added, the description would be generated based on the column name. Oh yeah, let's try to change something like to banking, text length long, and generate once again. Yeah, as you see, it's the same, the animation will come, you will have both the options present here. So and same way you would be able to toggle between the 5 generated limit that we have. You will be able to see all the generations. So yeah, in the same way, if you have generated all the 5, this option will be grayed out. So yeah, as you see now, it's grayed out here. So you can toggle between them and just save any one of the one you like. So once this is saved, let's go to the data set level. So this is the table name practitioner contact. So here if you see, there is no business name added, and let's try to create a description for this one. Let's select banking only as the industry norm, and text length short we'll try to generate. Here if you see, it took the option practitioner contact, that is the table name, since there was no business name involved here. Yeah, same way, if you want to create a business name, you can come here, select your industry, and then click on generate. We can save it here. Yeah, similar way, if you generate it for 5 times and you are out of the number of limit, then again once you save and click on edit back, you will get the retry option again for the 5 times, since there is no pagination here. So you will be able to do it, same as the business assets. Yeah, let me save this. Let's see from the contents tab how we can create it up. So now in contents tab, if you would see, there is some changes. Earlier you had a curate button here, but now that has been removed and it has been added as part of this actions button from where you can create curate actually. So let me bring up the description and name here first. One second. Let me add business name, and for our layout we'll just change it. We'll just bring up this at the start so that it's easier for us to see. So business description just for our purpose. So now you would also see that we have added checkboxes here, so you can click all the elements at once that are part of this. And now if you see 12 selected, so once you click on this option you will have three options now, that is generate text, accept recommendation, decline recommendation. So let's see the generate text. Once you click on generate text, you will have a dialog box like this where you would have options that if you want to create business name or description for the selected data elements. So let's try to create a business name and description for both. Let's say industry, let's select it as consumer packaging good and text length as short. So once you click on generate, let's see what happens. So yeah, as you see, it has generated the business name and description in bulk for all the selected elements. So, and the reason the business name and description are in different color is to tell the user that these names and description has not yet been curated. So if you go to this column, so for example this title column where business name is suggested at product title and its description, you will not be able to see anything added here. See, business name is not there, description as well is not there because it has not been curated yet. So yeah, once it is generated, you will have options in the accept recommendations where if you want to accept all the recommendation, that is business name and description, if you only want to accept business name or only descriptions. So similar way in decline, if you want to decline all the recommendations or only decline the business names or decline the descriptions for the selected data element. Let's try to accept it first for all the elements which we have generated. Okay, yeah, as you see now, it's all have been accepted and now are all uh, of the same color as normal. Now, if I want to create or generate some description for only one of these, say, suppose account ID, generate text, let me only generate description and a short, let's generate this. You see, another generation has appeared for this, and if you want to like decline it, so you can decline the descriptions from here, the original one will be restored. So now since we have already curated them, let's go back to this one where we did not see anything. Let's refresh this, and if you see, the business name and description has now been added here. So this is one of the ways. Similarly, in this curate option, if you see, you will have the dialog box like this as now, where you would be able to type or use the clear generated. So here you would be able to generate for the column sequence number its business name, and similar way if you want to create some description you will be able to create that as well. Let's try to save this. Yeah, now if you go to the sequence number, you will have sequence number added here and the description added as well. And suppose if you want to curate and you don't want to create any new ones, you can just click on here and select from the existing glossary assets, the same way as we used to do earlier here as well. So yeah, that is about technical asset name and description generation demo.
We would love to hear the feedback from you. Thanks for watching.